what's up guys? So today I'm going to be recording my foundation routine, and I had a request from somebody to have more in-depth tutorials, like more of me talking. So yeah, so here's a talk through video. Definitely great for beginners, great for anybody who wants to learn how to do their foundation good. Don't forget to hit the bell at the bottom to be notified every time I upload, and keep watching. Okay, so I already prepped and primed my skin. So I prepped my skin with the Origins Original Renewal Serum, and I put on the Argan Oil by Josie Maran face butter over it, and I already had about 2 masks on yesterday, so my skin was already on point. Like, that's how my skin looks now. And I also primed my skin. I primed my skin with my favorite Cover FX Illuminating Primer. So we're just gonna get right into color correcting. So what I'm gonna be color correcting with is the Pro Concealer Orange. And I always use my NYX one, but I just feel like I'm just too dark for that now because it's not really doing anything. So I'm just gonna put this where it's discolored, like eyes and my lips, because I don't sleep, so I always have bad. Anyway, so let's get straight to that. Yeah, so the lighter orange, which is right here, I'm just gonna put that right over it. So now that you have it on, you can just take your beauty blender. This is a bootleg booty blender. This is a bootleg beauty blender, so anything works. You don't have to spend that $20 to get the same product. What you want to do next after you blend this in is you want to take your foundation. Now, when you're picking a foundation, you have to think about, one, the color, of course, because you don't want to look too white and you don't want to look too dark. Or you don't want to have like an undertone that's not yours, because you have yellow undertones, red undertones, neutral undertones, warm, cool, you know? You don't want to get something that's going to make you look weirder than you really are. So what you want to do is, first, if you're not a professional, I'd go to like a Sephora consultant and they'll like help you pick the right color, or like do the color ID from Sephora to find what color you are. And there's fur on my face. Yeah, so that's what I would do. I honestly did that because I went to the consultant because I felt like, you know, test it out on me, make sure this is me, and you know, it's the perfect shade. The problem with women of color that are not white is that some brands do make us look very ashy and don't give us like a good color, you know? Like, they give us this kind of very cool undertone, with a lot of us do not have that gray undertone. So make sure you watch out for that too. So what I'm using is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, and you know, if you've been watching my videos, that I use this one all the time. This is my go-to foundation when I'm wearing foundation, and it's in the color Y455, which is my tan. Like, it's usually my summer color because, you know, I look really white like in the winter time, and yeah. But honestly, I just put like concealer over it to like get rid of the color, and it actually works for me. So you're just gonna take like 1.5 pumps and just dot that all on your face. What I like about this foundation is that it's very buildable. So if you're not looking for a super coverage, 1 pump or 1.5 is like gonna be good enough for you. So you're gonna take this part of your beauty blender and you're gonna blend it into your face. So when you're blending in your foundation, you wanna make sure you bring it down to your neck, just so you don't look 2 different colors, just in case you do get the wrong color and it's not completely your color. Or if you're one of those people that like to like look a different color, then that's a great way to just blend it in. Honestly, I'm just kind of getting it everywhere. Also, you do not want to forget your ears. I don't fully like take too much product under my. So now that we got our foundation on, our next step is to take the LA Girl Pro Concealer HD Concealer. And I honestly would recommend this to anybody. It's $3 where I live at. Some places it's $4, still under $5. So this, holy grail. Anyway, when you want to find one, you always want to have two concealers. So you want to have a concealer that is close or maybe a half a shade lighter than your skin, or like 2 or 3 if you only want to use one, but I like to use 2. So I use this one, and I use my Maybelline Fit Me in medium just to give me that highlight under my eye. But first, I'm gonna go with my Pro Concealer. Honestly, we've seen it all. Everybody has seen this. Basically making triangles. So how I do the rest of my face where I put my concealer is I just take like the excess from that and I just use that instead of pumping more. So I'm using 3 new products plus a new brush in this tutorial, or whatever you want to call it. So bear with me and we'll see how I like these products. Honestly, this is going to be a first impression for my new baking powder, and you'll see exactly which one it was when I get there. So as you can see now, after I've put on my regular concealer, you do not see the orange corrector anymore. So don't worry if you feel like it's too dark, at least you know it's doing something rather than nothing. So now I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me in medium, and I'm just gonna, I don't want mine to be too highlighted, so I just put like dots instead of like drawing it like I did with the regular one, just to give it like a very subtle one. Honestly, to me, this is like a very glam kind of like foundation. Like if I'm doing my glam makeup, then I'll do my foundation like this. But if I'm doing every day, like I'll probably just skip this. I cannot speak right now. I'd skip the foundation part, and I wouldn't use as much like corrector, and I'd skip like this step right here, which, you know, it's better to do the glam one on camera so you know what to do. And if you feel like it's too much and you want to wear this for every day, I would just take out or put in as many steps as you want. To be honest, this is a very flexible routine. Okay, so I like to do all my creams before I do my powder. So what I'm going to be using is the Pro Concealer in the color Dark Cocoa, which I think this is the darkest one. You just want to use this to kind of like outline your look, and I don't like to contour my nose with a cream. I just found that out, that like it doesn't work for me. And I just put it under my lip just to make my lip appear a little bigger. And what you're gonna do is take this part where you put your foundation and just blend it out. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure you blend it up. If you have to like blend it away, just don't drag it down. So this is just gonna carve out your face. Just return, basically I like to use it to return the shadows back into my face, because I feel like foundation and concealer like really take away the color. So the new product I'm going to try out, which is going to be a first impression right now, is the Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Powder. And I heard that this is like, people say it's actually better than the Laura Mercier one, but I bought it because they didn't have it in stock. So I read all the reviews and I heard like this is better, but they look the same, but it just feels better. And like, if you don't want to be too matte, like I like mine to have like a little glow to it. It's not completely white. It's also supposed to give you like, not a glow, but like a subtle, like very subtly, like very subtle type of look to it. It's not completely matte, basically. Okay, so what I did is I just like put the translucent powder like all over my face, just pressed it in just to set my makeup. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to bake under my eyes and wherever I put the concealer. Now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go under our contour. I look so funny right now. But anyway, while I let my face bake, I'm just going to basically now I'm just gonna bronze up and set my contour with my bronzing because I like the warmer tones anyway. So the one I use all the time is the True Match Super Blendable in the darkest color, which is C6. And I'm just gonna set my face. So what you want to do is get under your cheeks and basically the perimeters of your face. I like to go lower with my forehead because obviously like I feel like I have a really big forehead and this makes it smaller the more shadow you put. And if you have a smaller forehead, I would just like make sure your highlight is higher than like where you contour and bronze at. So I'm just gonna go under my jawline just to like kind of define it a little bit. Take the excess and contour my nose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that baking powder again, just to clean up my contour again. So I don't like to bake for too long, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just going to dust all the powder away. So what baking does is it basically just completely traps the heat from your body to make sure that your makeup stays in place all day, basically. So I'm gonna go back after I brush all of this away just to color up my face again because I've lost a little color. So I'm going to take my bronzing color again and I'm just gonna bronze up the skin. So we all know what my favorite blush is. My favorite blush is from the Sephora Beautiful Kush palette. Beautiful Kush. Beautiful. What is wrong with my speech right now? We're gonna take it from these Sephora Beautiful Crush, the peachy corally shade, which I think is best for women of color. Like if you're my skin color, that's definitely a great shade for you. Put it on the apples of your cheek just to like give you like this very subtle flush. The last part of our face is we're going to highlight, which I love the BECCA Champagne Pop. I forever will. And I'm going to take this little fan brush and I'm just gonna dip it in. I love using fan brushes so like, I don't know, I feel like you get like some more precise, like it meets the highest points of your cheeks anyway. Concealer brush instead to apply the highlight. Get my cute little button nose and the bridge of my nose. Cupid's bow. And under my eyebrow on the brow bone. So after I've done all that powder, we're just going to take the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, which is long lasting, so if you're going out, like, perfect. Keep it away from me, shake it up. So this is the end of my video. Again, excuse the lighting because only the intro and the outro look like this, just because I ran out of time to record it. So hopefully y'all don't get mad at me. But thank you guys for watching. Overall, I do love the two products that I tried out. Definitely one of my favorites now and a staple in my foundation routine. Don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe, like, comment, and share the video with your friends. Thank you guys for watching.